guys, first of all, I'm going to talk about the secret life of mitochondria. What are mitochondria? If you did great on your biology class and you're a grown-up man right now, you might remember them as the power plants in your cells. But if you're like me who ditched reading biology textbooks, you might not want to miss this video because it turns out that these little bastards, I'll tell you why I call them bastards later, could be either your best friend or your worst enemy. When you watch towards the end, you'll figure out hacks on how to interact with them better so that they will serve you better.
Hi, Jonah of Primal Thinker here, and I want to have a little disclaimer here that I'm not a doctor of any sorts. I'm just a girl in the internet trying to connect the dots, sharing my own experiences with you. And if you're okay with that, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so I can share my eureka moments with you.
So let's jump in. First of all, who are these mitochondria? Mitochondria has been existing in the world before we even did. They are ancient bacteria who had incorporated themselves to another cell 2 billion years ago. And mind you, they are independent organisms. Their DNA is different from the DNA found in the nucleus of your cells. And nobody knows the real story how, but these mitochondria made their way into your cells. And from then on, mitochondria and cells became dependent on each other. They are benefiting from each other. So until now, they are inseparable. You and I have been conquered by this mitochondria. Each cell in your body and all the animals, they have mitochondria. And what's the role of mitochondria, you might ask? So how can we benefit from the mitochondria? The mitochondria is dubbed as the powerhouse of the cells. And its one and only job is to convert food and air into energy. That's the only job of your mitochondria. And by energy, I'm not just referring to the physical aspect of things, but everything. Everything is run by energy. Your emotions, thoughts, how you learn, feelings, willpower, how to resist that cookie, because willpower has been proven to be energy, right? And everything you do requires energy. So it makes sense to make sure that the source of your energy, which is mitochondria, is operating at its fullest potential. Because as I mentioned, energy affects everything. And now the question is, how do we make our mitochondria efficient? Good news is our mitochondria doesn't have brains. Believe it or not, they are just responding to the signals they get from the environment around you. Their goal is to keep you alive. Okay, so mitochondria is working for you here. But they don't listen to you. They listen to the environment surrounding you. They listen to the signals. That means, although they don't listen to you, you have an influence on the signals they are getting, right? So we can kind of control our mitochondria if we take control of our environment and the signals transmitting to this mitochondria. And how? This ranges from your lifestyle, the food you eat, the air you breathe, how you sleep. Your mitochondria interprets every single one of these. Imagine having the right signals for your mitochondria. That translates to showing up to the world with more energy. And we like that because more energy means more opportunities to do something cool and fun, right? And did I mention that mitochondrial dysfunction, meaning when your mitochondria are not as efficient as they were before, if that happens, you are aging. And that is tightly linked with degenerative diseases, including aging. And by the way, aging is not categorized as a disease because more than half of the population suffers from it. But if you think about it, it should not be normal, right? So one way to reverse aging is to take care of your mitochondria. Now we get to the best part. What's in it for you? Now you know that mitochondria is playing a big role in giving you energy. You might recall some days where you feel weak and sick, and that's because your mitochondria were not at their best. Maybe they got the wrong signals on that day, or you're feeding them crap on that day. So I will clear that out in this next section. What's in it for you? What can you do? How can you apply this to your life? There are two things. First thing is we have to increase your mitochondria efficiency. Your mitochondria needs raw materials in order to create energy for you. And as I said, that's food and air. If you breathe in toxic air and eat junk food and consume alcohol to fuel up your mitochondria, what would you expect? You can make quality products out of low quality raw materials. Same with your mitochondria. They cannot perform magic and magically create energy for you if you have given them the low quality raw materials. And what do mitochondria love? They love using fat or ketones as fuel. Fat, as we know, is very dense. So 1 gram of fat provides 7 calories or 9 calories. Let me check on that. But compared to carbs and protein, fat is more energy dense. So it makes sense that that's the reason why your mitochondria loves using fat and ketones for converting it to energy. But take note that the quality of fat matters. There are good fats, there are bad fats. So you would want to give love to your mitochondria by consuming high quality fat. These are grass-fed butter, coconut oil, olive oil, avocado oil, and the fat you get from grass-fed beef or lamb. And also you can incorporate MCT oil to your diet. You can research on that about the high quality fats, and basically the rule of thumb is ditch the highly processed oils or fats, and also the damaged fats. They should not be fed to your mitochondria. Okay, that's number one. Number two is to create new mitochondria. And how do we do that? Imagine this: when you go to the gym and lift heavier weights, your mitochondria listens. The demand for energy became higher, and so as the demand for new mitochondria. You might think of going to the gym more often, but Dave Asprey, as you know, I've been following him for a while now. He is the Bulletproof Coffee creator. He mentioned in multiple interviews that all it takes for your mitochondria to perform at its best is to incorporate at least 20 minutes of movement every day. And that doesn't have to be intense. You can just walk outside for 20 minutes and that's it. Okay? That's the minimum effort you need to exert to ensure that your mitochondria are as tough as ever. Of course, if you enjoy intense workout, that will also pull the trigger. Okay, but make sure you recover, okay? So that's the two components I want to share. And lastly, some final words for you. I am really fascinated with this core principle. Come to think of it, the voice inside your head might not be yours. They might be coming from your mitochondria. Bastards, right? But not if we befriend them, if we choose to love them and accept them, if you will. They determine how you think, feel, and show up to the world. So, befriending them and knowing what they want will greatly increase the quality of your life. It's all about energy. And now, Tesla makes more sense to me now when he said, if you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. I hope you got something from this, and take care of your mitochondria. Thanks for watching.